we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Here we have another crazy story, another crazy story. They said pressure bust pipes. That's what they said. That's what I heard at least. That pressure. When that pressure gets to you sometimes you don't know what you're going to do. Here's a prime example right here, which I think is a good thing. We have a gang member right here. He's from New York. He says part of a blood gang. Think about that. He's part of the Bloodhounds Brim gangs. Think about that. But right now, he's talking different. He was a notorious gangbanger when he was out on the streets. Then they caught him, they locked him up. Now he wants to change his life. That's what he's saying. It's crazy though, he's saying that.
I'm no longer blood. I denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims, all ties to blood, and all ties to anything and any association of that. Welcome.
Think about that. Think about that. Think about it. Think about that. So that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on right now with this guy. They call him La Brim. You know, La Brim. He's denouncing his Bloodhound Brim gang set. Don't forget, he's in jail right now. They got him. They said when he was out, he was causing all type of havoc. All type of havoc. And unfortunately, the best way to calm a whole lot of these individuals down is to basically bring him down. And the best way to bring him down is to lock him up. But these individuals don't get locked up for no reason at all. They go out of their way to get locked up. They really do. Here's what La Brim say what's going on right now. And it's crazy like that, though. It really is. Crazy. I guess the gang life is not all what it's cracked up to be after all. I thought it was fun. That's how they made it seem.
Today is January 20th, 2025. And I'm 45 years old, a big 45. And it is time to finally be free of that yoke of bondage, that tap, what has kept me instead. So today, I officially announce that I'm leaving from out of the darkness and totally into the light. I'm no longer blood. I denounce all leadership to Bloodhound Brims, all ties to blood.
Imagine that. The pressure got him. They said pressure bust pipes. I mean, I have to admit, maybe he's just a changed man. He's 45 years old right now. I've never been that old before. But either way, he said, you know what? It wasn't even worth it being in the gang. Because I see that I'm in the gang right now. And these individuals, they can't do nothing for me. Not only do they can't do nothing for me, they don't want to do nothing for me.
All tied to anything and any association of that. However, now I was marching in the right path, something right. But it will always be looked at as something negative. It will always be looked at as something that they use to hold us back. And I can't.
These gang members, once they go behind the bars and they get told what to do, and they realize, you know what, they're not that bad after all, especially if they don't have a weapon on them. You know, they want to just denounce the gang. Imagine that. But maybe it's for the best, though. But imagine if he never went in the gang to begin with. He'd be out here just enjoying his life at that precious age of 45 years old.
Not that no more. I can't be. We're greater than that. We're bigger than that. We're too blessed. So today I take off the yoke of bondage, the curse of Satan, and I give it back. And I
Imagine that. Is that what it is to be a gang member? To be like rush from Satan? That's what he's saying. That's crazy. I had no idea it went that deep. But it seems like it. La Brim, he was a gang member, a gang leader. He said he wants nothing more to do with his gang. That's so embarrassing, though.
the, the blessings of our Father God, and I walk with that. And let the record reflect, I do not.
I tell you, a whole lot of these gang members, they go to jail just to become religious. Pastors, reverends, nuns. Unbelievable.
Pass the torch to no one, absolutely no one. I will not be responsible for passing on something that I now see as negative to anyone. So don't let these people out there.
So let me get this right. When Brim was out on the road, being a notorious gang member, committing all these crimes, telling other individuals to commit all these crimes, he had no idea he was doing wrong? Or was he just trying to trick us? I don't know. So let me get this right. So he had no idea that it wasn't fun to play around with guns and it wasn't cool? That's crazy.
Lie to you and say I gave them anything, because I didn't. Because if that was the case, I would have been free from this long ago. From 2019, I've been looking for someone that I could have actually said, let me give it to. But I never seen that there was no.
Imagine that. Brim said he wanted to pass on his gang leadership title to a next person. Imagine that. He wanted the next person to be placed in a position where he could go spend the rest of his life in jail too. But he said he didn't do it. He said he didn't do it.
That I could give it to, because I was fearful of the corruption and how the power would just turn to something even worse. So I held on and held on and held on to such a time as this. God made it be this way through all the betrayal, through all the lies, through all the snake and fake stuff. They brought me to this understanding to see that.
So basically, what Brim is saying is all his fellow gang members, bloodhound gang members, they basically, they did him wrong in every way, shape, or form. I mean, I say it all the time. What do criminals expect other criminals to do? Imagine that. Imagine a criminal expecting a criminal to be a good law-abiding citizen. Criminal everywhere else, but once we're dealing with each other, we're supposed to treat each other good. Imagine that. Unbelievable.
God wasn't cursing me. He was bringing me to be free and blessed from the curses. He showed me who's really who. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm not mad at no one. And I still maintain my stance. I don't mess with Puerto Rican Princess. I don't mess with Mrs. Take It on the Hop. I don't mess with none of them dudes. Never will ever again in life. They are liars, they're fake, and they're frauds.
Imagine that. When a gang leader realized that he had no friends. When a gang leader realized he's trapped behind the bars, he's never coming out, he start talking different now. It's crazy how that works out all the time. I wonder why it works out like that all the time. Not just once or twice, but all the time.
And they will do anything and everything for power. And I'm praying for the people that still are blinded by them. I'm going to pray for y'all so hard that God exposes them to y'all so that y'all can see, but that he saves y'all before they mess your life up. And to all the people that walked with me, that's still loyal to me, don't be upset. Don't let them lie to you. I want you to see this for the blessing that it is. And I'm not leaving y'all behind. If you followed me in that, I ask that you follow the light.
Unbelievable. I mean, maybe it's for the best. There's nothing wrong with redemption. There's nothing wrong with becoming a better person. I believe all these gang members should say, you know what? I no longer want to be in a gang. Because it's basically, I'm just destroying everything. It's like devil worshiping. That's what he said. So Rod Diggs said, you know what? I'm no longer blood. I'm 45 years old right now. They got me trapped behind the bars like a sardine. And that's all that comes along with being being in a gang. That's it. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Crime don't pay, but I see them do it. I see them do it though. Unbelievable. He says he's 45 years old right now. He's saying, you know what? If you're gonna follow me in crime, follow me in righteousness. I wonder if these individuals will start following Law Brims in righteousness, like how they used to follow him in crime. He said he no longer want to be a gang member anymore. He denounced his gang, like what Larry Hoover did, like what everyone else always do. Once you go behind those bars, you do anything to get out. Believe it or not, it's a terrible thing. Imagine that. They no longer want to be gang members anymore. They, unbelievable. Till next time, they say crime don't pay.